from injury. This guy was a premium defender before the injury.
Well, since you talk about the little guys, I'm going to talk about the big guys. D12, Dwight Howard, shot blocker. Most of his career still doing that pretty well. Serge Ibaka, the surge protector.
I like that.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Miami Heat are ready for this thing to get started. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Pacers trying to take advantage of their home court in this one before leaving Indiana. Guys, what a terrific start to the season. They've really been getting it done early.
It's go time. Now, these are two teams whose rivalry goes way back, and anytime they renew it, the fans, as well as all that are involved, are going to be in for a treat.
I like that. Go time. That's a good way to put it. I mean, this will be a testing encounter between these two. The build-up to the game has been extremely intense. I think everybody's expecting some kind of volatility to erupt on the floor today.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Miami, Wade and Dang are the 2 and 3. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside, and it's Udrich in at the point guard.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Pass to Wade. It's good. This time the assist from Udrich.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Lure. Miami grabs the miss. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year.
ACG.
But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Both free throws good from Wade. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
You gotta find something, you're right.
But I couldn't.
Indiana shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And on the season, you know, they're shooting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And both free throws good from Freak. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. On the wing, Dang. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Freak kicks to Miles. Outside, George. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Whiteside. First in shooting percentage. 7th in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
Yeah, and you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot.
Here's Udrich. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
Yes, Kevin, he told me their game plan offensively today is a relatively simple one. He wants to see as many plays run through the low post as possible. He said physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that to our benefit. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Freak. After the miss by Lou.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Lob City.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Passes it to Miles. Outside, George from the arc. And that one's good. Lewis got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
There's a chance he could have
Lob
a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hill.
No clue where that pass was.
That was good. It's time for the
The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Freak in at point guard. Paul George is out there with John Lewis. Then it's George Hill, and it's Hill in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now Udrih following the three-point attempt by Freak. Feeds it to Whiteside. That's good. It's Udrih with the assist that time. Whiteside's got the game tied up here for the Heat. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to strike for 2. They get Hassan Whiteside. Pacers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Indiana. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backcourt.
Here's Udrih. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Miles, that's good. And the Pacers lead by 3.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Udrih. And here we go. Dang heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Dang's got 7.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Freak passes to George. Shoots from 14.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Now Udrih. He feeds it to Bosch. It's good. This time the assist from Udrih. Udrih has got 4 assists now tonight.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Let's check out the NBA's best three-point threats. You look at George. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, C.J. Miles.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Now here's Winslow, looking for his first basket still in this one. Udrih dishes to Bosch, and he gets it to go. And now it's a 3-point Heat lead.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Freak. Traps in the tray. Freak's got 6.
Number 6.
Heat have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Indiana's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks played just phenomenally. He finished with 30 points, and there didn't seem to be much you could do to stop him, shooting efficiently from both the field and the foul line. It's games like this that have propelled his team to wins early on this season.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Right side, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
George, double team. Freak with it. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Milwaukee. The dish now to Udrih. Pass to Whiteside. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Bosch misses.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
George with the bucket. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
There's Winslow. Paul George making his last shot. Right side a screen. Right side a screen on George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And that's now 6 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside. And stolen by Udrih. And it's the Heat on the break. Dang with the ball. Outside Bosch. Trying to find Udrih and gets it to him. There's Winslow. Here's Whiteside. He dishes it to Winslow. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Dang with the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Freak kicks to Lewis. The feed now to George. Shoots the 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Heat out front, up 3. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, the offense has obviously been a struggle. What do you think you can do better to make up ground on them?
We just have to wait for the right shot, really. We want to get even with them, but too often we're trying to do it all in one trip. Stay patient, keep waiting for that can't miss shot.
Thank you for your time. This one's far from over, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again. Very nice offensive first half from the reserves. You guys had a...
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway.
City Giant, back to tell you about Dungeon Boss, the game I can't
Paul
stop
George
playing.
really making a difference here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half. Dang and Bosch are small and power forwards. Udrih out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Whiteside in at the center position. Here's Udrih. Puts it up from 15. Can't get it to go.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Kicks it to George. Down low. Freak. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's 8 points for Freak.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
For Miami, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. The real competition's out of it.
That free throw missing. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Miami.
Don't shoot. Yes, I won. I won. That's what I'm talking about. Get out of here.
That one misses.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Wade outside. Kicks it to Dang. Stolen by Miles. And George, here we go. And then Miles with the dunk.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
George Hill's checked in for Freak. And Miami with a change. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Here's Freak. Drilled from 11 feet out. Freak's got 10 points.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Now here's Bosch. 9 points in the game so far. Screen by Dallenberg. That one wide left.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Freak. Again, Indiana.
We're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Down low, here's Whiteside, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Heat trail by 9. Freak, he's in at the point. Turner is out there with Bargnani. Then it's Robinson, and it's Stuckey in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Stuckey against Wade. And good on the basket. Book it.
A signature bucket for him on that possession. They can get themselves in front quickly with a few more like that.
Here's Freak. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Hill comes in for Bargnani. And Georgia subbed in for Glenn Robinson III. Woodrick, the pass to Whiteside. And he gets it to go. And here's Freak. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Here's Woodrick from the stripe. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Pacers leading by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Pacers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
They sure did, Kevin. Every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good look at the basket. And they didn't hesitate, and the aggressiveness paid off.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Paul George. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And the officials call over the back, a little too aggressive there.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Free throw good, Miles. Indiana making some changes. Turner's checked in for Hill. Bargnani comes in for John Lewis. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Paul George. And then for Miami, Luol Deng is checked in for Bosch. Richardson comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Udrich in for Dwayne Wade. Screen by Dallenby. Udrich can't hit.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Miles dishes to Freak. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He kicks it to Miles. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Bargnani passes to Freak. 5 to shoot for 3. That one goes. Covered. And the Pacers lead by 19.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Checking in for your Pacers, Rodney Stuckey.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams to...
Andrea, this...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thanks. Peace, bro.
To reveal packages to collect across Los Santos. We're going to have to try this one.